As of today, on 14th of July, I made $19,090 in straight commissions in the high ticket sales space. And I just wanted to share this moment with you all, not to boast about my achievement, but to show you how it's possible. And also for me to later, when I'm going through a tough time, I could go back and say, okay, in this moment, I actually won, regardless of all of these difficulties. And so moving forward, I'll be able to do the same. So that is the purpose of this video. And starting off this journey, it wasn't great. They say that highs are highs and lows are lows, right? At one point, I was doing 2 offers at the same time. One setting offer for AI agency and the other B2B offer, which was more like a hybrid role where I bring the leads, do the triage calls, do the negotiating calls, and also do the closing as well. Yeah. And there was a month when I was doing all the right things. Like for the AI agency, I was making 200 dials every single day. I was booking 2 to 3 calls, which was great considering the lead flows that I was getting at that time. For the B2B offer, I was bringing the leads, closing the deals, basically putting the entire deal on a silver platter and presenting it to the business owner. But there was a month that I made nothing, 0 commissions, regardless of working 50 hours a week. In that moment, there was a slight doubt that maybe this isn't for me. But when that happened, I actually sat down and I put my emotions aside and I thought about it. Are there enough people making money in this space of remote high ticket sales? The answer was yes. Is this space big enough? Like, is there enough capital flowing around? The answer was also yes. Do I believe that I'm capable? Yeah. Based on my past experience, if I put my head down, I knew that I was gonna make at least $5,000 a month. Okay. Well, what if I really work hard for the next 12 months? How much can I make? 10K a month for sure. Okay, 10K a month for next year, that's 120K a year. With the compound interest, the win is even bigger. So I basically have done the objection handling against myself, and I realized, okay, I was being a bitch basically, and was not taking the actions that I was supposed to. As soon as I realized that, I kept moving forward. The obstacles, the no-coms situation didn't hold me back. While I was doing 50 hours of work every single week, on the same week on Sunday, I did another 8 hours of roleplay, networking calls to really go all in. And I'm glad that I did that. And because of those actions that I took and the mindset that I had, I'm here now. And that is why the first thing that I want to really emphasize for those of you who want to make it in this space is to keep it consistent and have that work ethics. Second thing is investing in the mentorship. I myself also invested in a mentorship and learned from a guy who's been there and done that. And I'm so glad that I actually took a risk. Not only the sales skills, but there's so many different things that this mentor taught me. And first of all, with the discovery, that is to ask the right questions, with the right probing questions, with the right clarifying questions to really understand what the prospect needs and desire. Moving on to future pacing, drawing this internal movie inside the prospect head, being able to show how it's possible, and at the same time presenting the alternative reality of what if this guy or her doesn't take an action by presenting the cause of inaction, and then at the end going through the objection handling to address the self-limiting belief and to convince the prospect to take action. Like whole these procedure, I use it still to this day, every single day for my B2B offer. But on top of this, the biggest thing that I've learned from my mentor was to do the networking and to provide values. There's this thing called Benjamin Franklin effect. People generally love helping other people. But imagine you actually provide value first. They'll even help you more. These could lead to a better opportunity as an offer, or surrounding yourself with a like-minded individual. So for me, when I was starting out, I had zero sales skills or experience per se, but I was still providing value because I had a bit of life experience. Like I always kept myself in shape, so sometimes I provided fitness advice, but also just simply like connecting the right person to another person, like, you know, connecting this closer to the growth operator or this closer to the founders, like as simple as that. There's so many different things that you can do to provide value, and this is one thing that I would really recommend, and one thing that has helped me a lot to put myself into the right position and right environment. And so networking and providing value, this is the most important thing. And also, if you think about boxing, like, it doesn't make sense for a guy who trained by himself to fight against a guy who has a proper coach. Like when you learn jab, straight, and hook, like obviously a guy who's got a coach will do this better. Not just a combination, but how he moves his steps, but also his mindset is gonna be dialed in for him to win. So it's a no-brainer. If you take this career seriously, like, you need to take action, right? As in investing in the mentor. Last thing is the offer acquisition. So when it comes to the offer, like in my opinion, like this is what break or make the deal. Like I've literally seen a guy who's got the base level of sales skill doing 20K a month versus a guy who's been in the space longer than the other ones, who's been practicing every single day as in the sales skills and the role play, only making 8K a month. The difference was the offer. So if I have to look for the new offer, I'll really literally rock up to the interview and still demonstrate my communication skills and experience, but also I will ask so many different questions, like, can you actually show me your dashboard? You know, who's your top seller or closer? How much is he or her making? How are you getting the lead flow? Is it through webinar? Is it through paid ads? Or is it through organic content? I'll really be cautious of choosing the right offer by asking tons of questions and by going through all the needs and business of the components of the offer so that I'm on the right offer, because Michael Jordan is not going to win the trophy if he's on the wrong team, but Scottie Pippen did. So, the offer that we're going to be on decide the ceiling, and for that reason, I'll be very cautious of that. So in my experience, and based on what I've seen, if you have the work ethics, if you have the mentor who's been there and done that, guide you along the way, and if you're on the right offer, like, you cannot lose. You just simply cannot lose, right? And moving forward for me, what I'm going to do is I actually enjoy this sales career. Like, I love helping the prospects to achieve what they want, whether it's business owner, whether it's individual, like addressing the self-limiting belief and being able to get to where they want to be. Like, it's fascinating. So I'm going to really put extra effort, even though my comps are doing well now. I'm going to continuously do role play. I'm going to continuously work on my sales skills, and I'm going to continuously do the networking to really conquer and become an irreplaceable closer in this space. And then from there, my plan is to do a business where I could leverage the system or social media so that I could make money at an exponential rate. But I'm very keen to show you guys my journey ahead, showing you guys how it's possible. And for those of you who are watching this video, if I could motivate you to take that first step, and if your first step becomes the system and the momentum, and ultimately if you develop that discipline for you to get to where you want to be, in my opinion, that is me doing a good thing to the society. And I would love to see people around me, as well as any of the viewers who are watching this video, to win and to live the life that you, my friend, or her, him, what we want, because there are plenty of space at the top. Abundance mindset, right? And I think we can all make it. So I'm looking forward to sharing this journey moving forward, and I will see you in the next one.